by celebrating our ability to move in any way that we can. We will be using a small dish towel or hand towel today. If you want to have that ready, we're not going to start off with it, what we'll be using. And the only other thing you need is a solid seating, a solid chair. I prefer a straight back chair. I don't have one for this video, but that's what you will be most comfortable in. So let's begin by sitting nice and tall, neck long, shoulders relaxed, and let's put our hands together in a praying position, and we're going to go up and reach out and come around and back to a prayer position. And then we're going to go opposite. We're going to go down and up and down into a prayer position. On the reach, just reach as far up as you can and out as far as you can and back together. And down and around and up and down. One more time, up and up and down. Let's hold this prayer position and let's follow one elbow around to one side in a gentle twist. Come back to center and follow the other elbow in the other direction. And back to center. Again. A nice gentle twist with those elbows leading the way. One more time. Okay, and then relax your arms. And what we're going to do is we're going to reach up high with one hand and then bring it back down. Reach up high with the other hand. Bring it back down. Just reach as high as you can go, stretching your torso all the way up. Not just your arm, but your whole torso. Up. Again, up. And up. 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 Okay, let's do alternating shoulder rolls forward. Round and round. And pause for just a minute. See what happened to my music. Okay, now let's go backwards. One arm and then the other. Okay, very good. Now we're going to tilt forward a little bit in our chair. We're going to hold our hands in front of us and we're going to slowly reach up on one side, back to center, and we're going to follow it with our gaze. Watch your hand as it goes up and then back down, and then up and back down, and up and back down, up and down, and up. One more time to each side. Back nice and straight and strong, and your arms reaching up and around. Okay, let's sit up. Separate your feet a little bit, and we're going to do like the hula hoop, where we're going to go around on our hips. Leave your sit bones on the chair, and just go around, and around, and around. And then pause for a second, and go back the other way, and around, one more. Very good. Now hold on to the back of your chair and Stretch forward. Stretch, stretch. Stretch those arms and the muscles across your chest. Good. Okay, then you can sit up, and we're going to tap one heel forward and then the other heel forward. So we're going to tap the heels on the floor alternately, first one and then the other. While you're doing that, think of sitting up nice and tall with a strong torso. Back nice and straight, shoulders relaxed, neck long. Okay, let's pause for a second, and now let's tap a toe out to the side. First one side, and then the other. Again, remembering to hold your torso up nice and tall and strong. Last time. Okay, now let's run. Pick those feet up off the floor, pump your feet, hold your torso up nice and tall and strong. Okay, and relax for just a minute. Now we're going to take our arms out. We're going to cross left over right and straight out. Right over left, out. Left over right, right over left. Now we're going to add our feet. Left and out, right and out, left and out, right and out, left, out, right, out, left, out. Okay, very good. Now, let's lift one knee up and extend the foot forward. Bring it back down and set it on the floor. Now the other leg. Knee up, extend, knee, and down. Just keep alternating your legs. You're picking your knee up, extending it out straight, bending it, and returning it to the floor. Very good. Now we're going to tilt forward again. We're going to put our hands beside our legs. We're going to slide them down, and then we're going to raise them like airplane wings. Return them to our legs, and then slide up to a sitting position. We're going to slide them down, airplane wings, down, slide back up. Down, airplane wings, down. This is really good for your back, your shoulders. One more time. Okay, we're going to go back to our legs. I want you to raise your leg up and tick-tock your foot right to left. And return it to the floor. Now the other foot, up and out. Tick-tock that foot back and forth. Okay, rest that foot. Let's go back to the other leg. And we're going to do ankle circles around. One way and then the other. Return that foot to the floor. Up and out. Rotate. Draw a big circle with your toes, and then the other way around. And then return that foot to the floor. Okay, now we're going to pick our leg up gently, and we're going to rotate the whole lower part of our leg, keeping our knee stationary and gently supported behind with our hands, and then go around the other way. And then set it down on the floor. Other one, up. Pivot, rotate from the knee, the whole lower leg. So you're drawing a circle this time with your whole foot, not just your toes. And then back the other way. can grab your towel that I asked you to have handy. I want you to stretch it out long, like so. We're just going to hold it up over our heads, and we're going to do those heel taps out in front. If you want to challenge yourself to a stronger exertion, try to pull the towel ends away from one another. You'll feel it in your shoulders and your upper arms. If it becomes too much, then just hold the ends. You're still doing exercise by keeping it raised over your head while you do the heel taps. Okay, now bring it down to chest height. And again, if you want to add resistance, pull them apart. We're going to push the towel away from us, and then we're going to pull it back. We're going to push it out and pull it back. Push it out, pull it back. Out and back, out and back. Last time. Okay, now we're going to pull it over to the back of our head, and we're going to push up and down again behind our head. And up and down, and up and down. And don't be afraid to add resistance by pulling the ends of those towels together away from one another. Okay, we're going to keep our hands like this, towels behind our head. We're going to gently rotate one way, come back to center, gently rotate the other, come back to center. Gently, gently. Okay, very good. Bring it down on your knees for a minute. Roll those shoulders back. And then forward. Okay, let's hold the towel out in front of us, about shoulder height, and we're going to rotate one end down towards our knee, and then across to our other knee. And down, and up, down, and up, down, and up. Nice little torquing motion of the torso. And you're working the shoulders and the upper arms as well. Okay, let's hold it. Let's hold it down a little lower, about chest height, mid-chest height. And we're going to lift one up like that, and then return it. Lift the other one up. So we're lifting the towel to a perpendicular position, first with one hand and then with the other. Up. Okay, good. Let's put it back behind our head again. We're going to hold it up high, and we're going to pulse, 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 extend. Down, 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 up, down, down, down. That's it. 1, 2, 3. Extend. 1, 2, 3. Extend. 1, 2, 3. Extend. Let's do one more. Extend. Okay, very good. Now we're going to hold it down at our chest height like this, and we're going to push it up and pull it down, and push it up and pull it down. And here's one you can really feel the difference if you try to pull the ends of the towel away from one another. Your arms are going up and down, but your hands are pulling away from one another. Okay, very good. Now, let's put it back up over our head, and we're going to crunch this way 3 times, come back up tall, crunch the other way. 1, 2, 3, up tall. 1, 2, 3, up tall. 1, 2, 3, tall. You're pinching that waistline. And then bring it down to your legs. And I'd like for you to change the grip so that your palms are up this time. Anytime you wish, you can still pull those ends apart to make it more difficult. We're going to start with it on our knee or toward our knee, and we're going to bring it up towards our shoulders. Do a bicep curl, up to the shoulders. So you've got 2 different motions going here. Your arms are going up and down again. Your hands are pulling away from one another. Okay, now we're going to pull it up over our head, and we're going to pull it down to our chest, chin, and back up. Down to our chin, and back up. Pull your hands apart if you can for extra resistance. Pull and extend. Pull and extend. Pull. Pull. One more. Pull. Very good. Okay, we're still holding the ends away from one another. We're going to pretend we're on a kayak, and we're just going to rotate those ends forward. In other words, we're going to draw circles with each of our hands going forward for that kayak motion. Okay, pause for a minute and then go backwards. Make your hands draw circles backwards now. Very good. Okay, just tuck your towel around behind you. We're not going to use that anymore right away. But since we've been using our shoulders, let's shrug them up and relax them. Feel the difference between the tension of the shrug, hold it up tight, and then relax. Shrug up tight and relax. Up tight, 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 and relax. One more time. Up and relax. Good. Okay, now we're going to pull our shoulders forward, and we're going to pull them back. We're going to pull them forward and back. Forward and back. Forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Okay, now let's clasp our hands, put it gently behind our head, and we're going to bring our elbows together in the front or towards one another, and then we're going to stretch them as far away from one another as we can. So together, towards one another, and then away from one another. Towards and back. And back again. Again. One more time. Good. Okay, now we're just going to go up on our toes and back down a flat foot. Up on our toes, down to a flat foot. Up on your toes, flat foot. Up and down and up and down and up. So you're bringing those heels up as high as you can off the floor, stretching out those muscles that support the ankle. Okay, now let's try something else. You're going to start with your feet together and move your toes out, move your heels out, move your toes out, move your heels out. Now come in. Heels, toes, heels, toes. Let's go out. Heels, toes, heels, toes. Let's come in. Toes, heel, toes, heel. Let's go out. Heels, toe, heel, toe, and in, heel. Okay, very good. Now what I'd like for you to do is pick up one leg, tap it in front of the other, and bring it back. Then the other leg, tap it in front of the other, or actually it's a cross in front of the other. So cross over in front of the other and tap the floor, cross it over and tap. Tap, and tap, and tap, and tap. Very good. Okay, now let's take one ear, tilt it towards that shoulder. Hold onto your chair with the opposite hand, and then point down towards the floor on the side your head is tilted. Pull on the chair so that you feel a stretch all the way down this side. Okay, sit up nice and tall. Grab onto the chair with one hand, tilt your head the opposite direction, and point towards the floor on that side. Pull on the chair for a nice stretch all the way down your neck, your shoulder, and your arm to the chair. Okay, very good. Let's take a nice wide stance. Let's put our elbows on our knees or our thighs, and we're going to tilt one shoulder down towards the floor and then back up. The other shoulder down towards the floor and back up. Push it towards the floor. Push. 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 Last time. Okay, very good. Now what I'd like for you to do is interlace your fingers and push your palms of your hands up as high as you can towards the ceiling. Lift up the whole torso and then relax. Now push, 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 lifting the whole torso. And relax. Push up and down. Up and down. One more time. Up and down. Very good. Okay, we all need a hug. Never enough hugs. Let's put our right arm over the top and hug. Stretch out long. Left arm over the top and hug. Out. Right hand. Hug. Left arm. Hug. Okay, very good. Now I'd like for you to just take one hand, touch your pointer to your thumb, your middle finger to your thumb, your ring finger to your thumb, and your pinky to your thumb. Then go back again. Ring finger, middle finger, pointer. Again, middle, ring, pinky, ring, middle, pointer. Let's do the other hand. Pointer, middle finger, ring finger, pinky. Back down. Ring finger, middle finger, pointer. Again. Ring and back. Very good. Now let's stretch up with one arm and the other. Other. Okay. Praying hands, and let's twist around to one side, back to center, other side, back to center.